Started.
Welcome, everyone. This is Dr. Donna Antar, and we're going to be talking about Zen Bodi. It's a brand new product system from Jeunesse. It's very exciting. If you haven't yet, make sure that you go to our last Google Hangout, and you're going to get some background on the product and what it does and how it works. But for right now, we're going to talk about the Zen Bodi effect, and we're going to talk about how it has been for so many people who have already been fortunate enough to try this product system. So different than any other product system that there is out there is Zen Bodi. And to start, I'm going to bring on some of the people that you saw last week. You saw their before and afters, and I told you a little bit about them, but we didn't really get to hear from them. We didn't get to hear their story of how different this journey has been, different than any other time they've tried to lose inches and get in better shape. So I'm going to show you a before and after of a very wonderful woman named Lorene, and then we're going to hear from Lorene. So I'm going to screen share. And here we go. So here's Lorene's before, and here's Lorene's after. And as you can see, very happy person is Lorene. And so Lorene, tell us about this journey with Zen Bodi.
It's been incredible. Well, as you saw in the first picture, I was extremely overweight. I have had a weight problem my whole life. It's been a struggle, up and down, every diet. Can't even tell you the number of diets and the times I've given up and everything that goes with it, the depression, the, feeling bad that you gave up once again, or, it's just a bad feeling all the way around when you constantly have this struggle. And until I decided to give this a try one more time, I was pretty amazed, not only with the results I started seeing immediately, like within the first week, but also the information that Dr. Donna gives us. I can't believe that I just turned 55 years old. I've got 4 kids and 5 grandkids, and I never knew this information before. And it just baffles me that I could be at this stage of my life never having this information before to go along with these amazing products that obviously with every other diet, every other system, everything I've tried has never worked. And this, it makes me feel good. I have energy. I think I'm looking better. I mean, it's still hard for me to match my head, I guess, with how I physically look, because I still kind of feel like the big person. And it's not until I saw that picture that you just saw that I cringe when I see it, because I guess I don't feel that big, but at the same time, I don't feel small yet either. I'm still on a journey, and I think I will always be on a journey, but that's what this is. It's a program. It's not a diet. It's a program, and as like I told Dr. Donna, for me, it's a reprogram, because it's reprogrammed my metabolism, it's reprogrammed my mind, and it's reprogramming my life. I just got back from a 2-week vacation that was walking up and down hills and stairs, and it was incredible, the physical energy it took, and I kept up with everybody, and I could keep going. It was incredible, and I could not have done it without this program.
Lorene, that's awesome. Tell everybody how many dress sizes have you gone down?
Well, from that picture that you saw, I can't even imagine. Since I started this program in February, I've gone down 23 pounds and 48 inches. But since those pictures were taken, I've lost another size. So,
wow. So since the pictures that we're looking at right
in August.
now,
Yeah.
you've gone down even more.
Yes.
Another whole size.
Yes.
See, that's the beauty of Zen Body. It just keeps working because your body is doing what it wants to do naturally. And that's the key to Zen Body, is that it lets your body get to its perfect balance, its perfect way of eating, its perfect appetite, its no cravings,
without feeling
like
deprived. No feeling of deprivation at all, or oh, I wish I could have it. None at all. It's amazing.
Well, thank you, Lorene. Thank you so much. We really appreciate all your hard work and everything that you do. And congratulations on all your results and all the results we're going to continue to see.
Yes, thank you.
You're so welcome. So next we have, this was Ken Gotti, and Ken's got a very unique story because Ken went from this to this. And you can see in between here the difference in the way those pants actually ever fit you. Wow. Tell us your story, Ken.
Absolutely. When those pants were 48-inch waist, I had a 48-inch waist. When the after picture was taken, I had a 38-inch waist. That means I lost 5 pant sizes, and now I've lost another pant size since that after picture was taken, so I have a 36-inch waist, which it's been a long time since I've had that before. One of the major differences that I saw was, when I was on different products, I've tried different products all my life. I've had some sort of weight loss problem for a long time. I'm a type 2 diabetic, and that was crazy with my weight. And every time I tried to lose weight, sometimes I would accomplish that, but what people would tell me is that don't lose any more weight. You're looking unhealthy. You're not looking fit. You're looking old. You're looking drawn. And boy, was that discouraging. It made you want to stop, and then the yo-yo effect would happen. And I'd put all that weight back on just because I didn't want to look bad. So no matter what I tried, I kept going back and forth on my weight. And being on Zen Bodi for the last 12 months has been amazing. I actually feel good from the first time I started taking the product, and I was seeing results immediately, and it changed the way I thought about food. The hard thing was that, I love sweets. Being a diabetic, shouldn't have sweets, but I love sweets, and being on Zen Bodi, it sort of magically made me not excited about eating sugar and pastries and things like that. It actually changed the way I felt about food, which I was kind of amazed because I was a little bit skeptical, and I was going like, okay, I'm going to put this to the test, right? And it was amazing what happened because I wasn't hungry anymore. Sometimes I had to force myself to eat because I just wasn't hungry. Now, I would, in the past, I would go to a buffet and I would do 3 plates of food and then go back for dessert, right? Well, now, if I get through 1 plate of food, I am lucky and I'm stuffed. It's amazing. And the exciting thing to me is that when people look at me now, they say, oh my gosh, you're looking younger, you're looking fit, you're looking healthy. I was in a picture, I'm president of the Chamber of Commerce out here in my little town, and I was in this picture with a ribbon cutting with a big pair of scissors, and I got comments on Facebook when that picture went up on how great I was looking and how healthy I was looking. We just did a little festival in our little town, and a friend of mine, I hadn't seen in a long time, her name's Sharon. Sharon and her husband were there. They kind of looked at me and walked back around a couple times, and they looked at me again. And on their way home, they talked about how incredible I looked and how much younger I looked. And the next time she saw me, she actually signed up as a Jeunesse distributor just so she can get that product when it comes out. It's amazing, totally amazing. Now, being a type 2 diabetic, one of my concerns was, well, how is that going to work along with my needs as a diabetic. And it's been amazing because it's kept my numbers right on. It didn't change anything. It didn't go up. It didn't go down. They've been perfect on that product. And exercise. Now, that picture looks like I may have worked out, but I've got to say that I really didn't exercise. But what happened was it changed the way I thought about exercise. I hate exercising, right? But this changed the way I felt about walking. I realized I was only walking a mile. Somebody gave me a little Fitbit, and I put on, I was only walking a mile a day. Well, all of a sudden, I was walking 2 miles a day and 3 miles a day, not because I had to, but because I wanted to. It was so encouraging when people say, "Oh my gosh, you're looking younger, you're looking fitter, what are you doing?" I mean, I've got a list of people a mile long that are ready to start on this product. I mean, I'm just so excited to have it.
Well, that's awesome. That is so awesome, Ken, and congratulations on your amazing success. That it's so what we see here with Zen Bodi. We see people. It's not about losing weight, as you said. It's about losing inches, and it's about getting younger and fitter. And that's what people saw. That's why you got these amazing compliments, because you didn't just look smaller, you looked younger and more fit and healthier. And that's what Zen Bodi can help people do.
It's been amazing. It's been a journey, and I never want to stop taking the product. It's delicious. Shakes are incredible. I can't wait for my shake in the morning.
Well, that's very cool, and thank you so much, Ken, for being on the call.
You're welcome.
Who do we have next? We have Ms. Sherry Biak. Sherry, this was Sherry's before. And I'm gonna go through these, and then Sherry's gonna talk about them. That's actually a little while ago. Sherry's lost even more since then. That's another picture of Sherry, and then here's a fun one, and I'll let her describe this one to you. How her DMV fun time. So I'm gonna leave it right about here. Sherry.
Hi. Thank you. Yeah, like Lorene said, this has been a pretty amazing journey. And to be quite honest, I was very skeptical when I started on this program. All my life, I had never had a weight problem. And then I was in a car crash, and I had a very traumatic brain injury. And in 3 months, even though my jaw was wired shut, I gained 35 pounds. And the doctors told me that was part of that type of head injury. It would never go away. I would continue to gain weight and to just get over it, get used to it. That's a pretty hard thing to get used to. And I tried everything. I tried different pills. I tried different diets. Nothing ever worked. And when I started on this, the results really surprised me, and I didn't understand, and I was actually kind of angry that the doctors told me I would gain the weight and never lose it, but they never told me why. And that why has been a large part of the education process in the Zen Bodi system, and that having to do with inflammation. And how your brain recognizes the leptin and doesn't think it's an emergency anymore. You don't have to store that fat. And so that was a really big aha for me. I've gone through this process with Lorene and the members on my team for the usage panel, and across the board, everybody's saying, just like Lorene said, we don't feel deprived, we don't feel like we're missing out on anything. The stuff that, even when my grandkids come here, and I have 10 of them, they want the goodies, and I can make a batch of cookies and not really care if I eat any of them or not. And as far as the driver's license picture goes, I do have 10 grandkids, and I take them to the store now, and people mistake them for my kids, which is pretty cool, but I didn't really realize how significant the change was in my appearance until I did get my driver's license renewed this last July. And it was hysterical. The guy took my picture and confirmed my address and all of that stuff. And then when the picture came out and he had my old driver's license from 2009 in his hand, and he kept looking back and forth from one to the other, and it was just, he was so confused, and I just said, I work with an anti-aging company, and he just was rather dumbfounded and said, well, it's working. And I mean, I pack both of my driver's licenses around with me everywhere I go, and it really isn't. Do I look like I did when I was 21? No, I don't, although I'm way closer than I ever thought I would be at this point. But, it's not really about having a Barbie doll figure and being the perfect body size and shape. It's like you and I were talking, Donna, and it's about being able to paint your own toenails and, put your knee up under your chin and reach down and paint your toenails. It's about being able to tie your shoes in the middle instead of on the inside like you do when you're pregnant, because my stomach was very much larger than it is now. And since the pictures have been taken, I have lost more. The protein shake has helped immensely with that. I start that in the morning, and boy, for the rest of the day, even thinking about food is kind of a challenge. And I mix things with it because it isn't a meal replacement, so I mix a few things in it, kale and some other things like that, and it's very satisfying. It tastes great. I spend a lot of time on the road helping my team, and eating correctly and in a healthy manner has been a big challenge for me with that. And the protein shake makes it awesome. I mean, there's no excuse not to eat right now, because I can get water anywhere, put it in my little shaker bottle, shake it up for a few seconds, and drink that down, and I'm good to go for another 5 or 6 hours. And you don't have to force yourself to it. Everybody across the board is saying they crave it when they don't have it, both the aminos and the shake. And I think as far as building a business goes, that's going to be absolutely phenomenal for us. So many times that people say, well, somebody started and they quit. Nobody quits this. We love this stuff, and I'm so thankful for it. And like Ken said, I have people on Facebook who have commented throughout the duration of this that are just waiting for the product to come out. And business is going to explode, you guys, when this comes out.
And Sherry, when this picture was taken that we have, when you're in the red and the white here, how many inches had you lost?
I had lost 59 inches, and I have now, as of today, I have lost 65 inches.
Wow.
And that was taken the end of August.
Awesome.
Mid-August, yeah.
Mid-August. Awesome. Well, that's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing your story, and it's what it's about. It's as you noticed, it's about putting your body back in balance, hence the reason we called it Zen. It's about having the best Zen body, and clearly you have a great Zen body. So thank you so much, Sherry, and we really appreciate your time. All right, so we saw Sherry. Now we're going to see the baby boomer couple. That baby boomer couple is Tom and Cheryl. This is Cheryl, and here's Tom at the very beginning, and then look at Cheryl. And I mean, you might look at Cheryl even in the first picture and go, what is she complaining about? What has she got to lose? But you know what? What she has to lose is some of the hardest little teeny bit left of body fat that her body doesn't really want to lose. That's where it's the hardest to lose. And now look at them both. Both of them look like 20 years younger and like the perfect baby boomer couple. Turn it over to Tom and Cheryl. You're on.
Okay. Hi, everyone. When we first started this, we had the two products, the Zen Shape and the Zen Fit, and did not have the Zen Pro yet. So we would take those twice a day, normally at the same time, and in about 2 to 3 days, I remember Tom and I sat down to dinner and we looked at our plate, and after a few bites looked at each other and said, how on earth have we ever eaten this much food? And we really didn't eat that much, but our appetites very quickly decreased to where we started eating probably half the amount of food that we used to eat. We started craving the good foods like everyone on this call has discussed, and I was one of those people that always felt that I needed to have my dessert after dinner, and now I don't necessarily have anything sweet, and if I do, oftentimes it will be one tiny square of dark chocolate covered some kind of nut, and that is all that I need. So, you know, that has been the main thing that we've noticed as far as our appetite goes and that kind of thing. I've been using all of the Jeunesse products for quite some time and love every one of them. They've made me feel a lot younger and a lot better, and I have a lot more energy. And so I wasn't expecting to have more energy with Zen Bodi, but what happened was that I felt so motivated to exercise. After a period of time, I found that I just wanted to get out and move my body. And so instead of it being sort of like a chore, oh, I got to go, you know, do something, I just found myself just wanting to get out. And I would walk and run longer than before, and I couldn't wait to get to a yoga class or something like that. So that's been a real plus, too. Like Donna said, Dr. Donna, I didn't have a lot of weight to lose. However, I grew up a very slim person in my younger years. And then, you know, I had a couple of children, and I never quite got my excess weight off. I kept trying just about every diet known to man for the last couple of decades, but I always was the same dress size, which wasn't large or anything, but it was a size 8, and it wasn't what I was in my younger years. So I really wanted to return to that, but nothing I did would work. I would lose maybe 5 to 7 to 8 pounds and then right back on, and never changed my dress sizes at all. Well, with this, we don't call it weight loss. We call it fat loss, inch loss, muscle gaining program, basically. But I've really only lost a couple pounds, but I've lost about 19 to 20 inches, and it's been in places that you really don't want excess weight, like in your arms and even under the arms where you know, it kind of pours out over your bra, and in your waist and your abdomen and places like that. So when I lost those inches, I lost a whole dress size. So I wear a size 6 now. I buy small blouses instead of medium, and occasionally I even wear a 4, which is absolutely shocking to me. Never in a million years did I think that would happen. So it's been a wonderful experience. I think I feel better. I feel more like myself. And on top of everything else, I got a real added bonus. I've been to 2 doctors recently who were testing my blood work for whatever reason, and they both told me, they said, you have absolutely perfect blood work. One doctor said, I want to hang this on the wall and tell everyone you're the poster girl for perfect blood work. And never in my life has any doctor ever told me that. And I think, you know, I know that Zen Shape has something in it that helps maintain healthy blood sugar, so that is definitely happening for me. My father's been on this product, and it has definitely helped him maintain his healthy blood sugar, so that's been a real bonus. I haven't really told you how fabulous I think the Zen Pro is, because I travel a lot like Sherry, and it's just so convenient, but I'll turn it over to Tom. I know he's a big fan of all of the Zen Bodi. Thank you.
Yes, I really.
Carol, I'm gonna show while you're talking, Tom, I'm gonna show your pictures.
The Beast Whale pictures? Oh dear.
So Tom,
Okay.
how did you possibly go from this to this?
Well, I will tell you, but I'm going to talk about that curve, you know, that convex curve or convex curve there on the beach. I had someone say to me, oh, you just pushed your stomach out. I tried today to push my stomach out like that. It was abysmal. Long ways, no way. That was real. Today, I have a new belly. a new middle, a new me. So these products are fantastic. And I will say this, when I started at age 65, I'd actually given up on the fact that I was going to have a spelt body again. Not so. When we started these products, literally within days, I started losing inches. And the scale started coming down, but the inches were shocking. So what happens, I started getting excited, but like Cheryl said, our food, we eat together and so on, and we couldn't eat our meals. So that was changing. And the thing that was the shocker to me was that I am a snackaholic, and I tell people this. And what happens, we came back from Thailand. It was Thailand, right?
Last year.
Last year, right. And she bought a whole month's supply, and they sat there for 3 months. We had to throw them out. Never ate them. Didn't want them, didn't eat them. And we find out now that, hey, our palates have changed. Mine has really changed. But, you know, I tell you, I lost all this weight in inches. Not all of it. I've lost 40-some inches and 20 pounds and so on and keep going. But that was with zero exercise. And I hurt my back, couldn't run or do anything hardly at all, and the weight came off. I was shocked. And I'll tell you something, being a guy, growing up on a ranch like I did, you wear Levi's. And when you're young and you're trim, and just like Sherry, you know, riding a horse, you want clothes that fit you just right. You get on a horse and you just feel those jeans. Well, let me tell you something. I never thought I'd have that feel again, but now I do. It is really cool to put in, you know, tight-fitting jeans. I went from like 36 plus to 33, 32. So I'm so excited about that. The thing that I want to mention that Cheryl mentioned, she's basically covered the other two products, but the Zen Pro, wow. That product, I love it. I love all of them, but the Zen Pro is excellent. The taste is one thing, but the other thing is, as a meal replacement or pseudo meal replacement, I don't care what we call it, it satisfies my hunger in the mornings. And I then take the other products, just say right after lunch. There's many times I don't even get a hunger pain or even think about eating until 5 or 6, and then eat a small meal and then take the rest of the products just before going to sleep at night. And my weight went from a plateau number, started dropping, and I've lost about 3 pounds since I started that. Zen Pro is an excellent product. And I will say this, there's other things with digestion and other stuff I won't go into that product does. My hat's off to the formulators, and I think we're listening to one of them on this session here that's done an excellent, excellent job here with this product. We thank you very, very much for it, and we're stuck with you and it for life, so there.
Well, thank you so much, Tom and Cheryl. That was awesome. And I want to remind everyone that it is true that some people will notice that their appetite is already starting to regulate itself in as short as 3 days. But the average person, it takes about 2 weeks for you to really notice a change. So you've got to stick with it. 2 capsules, 2 amino or Zen Fit drinks every single day, 30 to 60 minutes before your 2 main meals, and then 1 shake, either in the morning like Tom uses it, or you can use it at any time of day, the Zen Pro Shake. So remember, 2 capsules, 2 Zen Fit amino acid drinks, use those twice a day, 30 to 60 minutes before your 2 main meal, and then 1 Zen Pro Shake, the actual protein shake. And you just got to keep that up, because some people notice it as soon as, and therefore, once you notice it, it's easier, obviously, to remember to take it and all those good things. So when you do notice it, some people as little as 3 days, some people, the average, usually 2 weeks. Some people it took as long as 4 weeks, but you know what? They kept with it, and then at 4 weeks, they were like, whoa, this is amazing. I totally can see the difference here. So thank you so much, Tom and Cheryl. It was awesome. And we look forward to your continued success and everything with the product. And now we're going to our last person that we're going to have on this call. And don't forget, we're going to be doing more of these calls. We have so many more testimonials. This was Ray. And Ray, this is your before picture, and I cannot even believe this is you. I'm telling you, this is like your older brother, or like it looks like you could be your own dad here. And now here you are, Mr. Fit, and there you are again, Mr. Fit. Ray, go ahead and tell us your story.
We were playing around there at the photo shoot. They said, I'll do a couple push-ups so you get your arms built up and everything. So I pointed at the camera. I said, and you guys can do this too. So that's how that picture came about. We started on October 2nd last year, and like everyone else has been saying, it took about 3 weeks for us to notice things. We weren't really paying that close attention to it, but then when I looked at the numbers and I looked back from historically, the first 3 weeks we ended up losing. I lost 15 inches out of the total of 35 that I was going to lose over 7 months. And I thought, well, this is pretty nice, but I didn't lose any weight. And then I thought, well, maybe I should start walking so that the mall opened up in the morning and I'd go walk in the mall, but not on a regular basis, maybe twice a week. And that was only like a mile or two. Then Planet Fitness was going to open up, a gym, let's say. A gym opened up in January, and I thought, well, let's see what happens here by the time I get to the gym. And I lost 6 pounds in 3 months' time, but I have one of those scales that can measure the fat percentages, and the percentage went down from 26 to 23, so that was almost actually 6 pounds of fat if you look at the weight that I had at that time. And when the gym opened up, I thought, well, we're getting this to try it out. Let's see what happens if we put a little muscle to it. And that's been a real experience, because after 7 months getting down to the 35, 36 inches lost, I started adding back inches on the arms and the chest and everything. So it feels really good. And I'll let Tony do a little bit of talking here, because she goes to the gym with me too now. She never used to.
I'm just surprised how much he is working on the Stairmaster, and he can go really fast, and I can see the intensity with how he exercises now, where before he couldn't do much. I didn't have any weight problem myself until I got into almost my 40s. I am 59 years old, and after that I gained some weight that I just could never get rid of, no matter what I tried, what diets, eating healthy, didn't matter. And I did not know that I had a big problem with inflammation until I started getting pain and everything. And since we've been taking these products, today I went to the doctor and the inflammation levels were normal. I have lost the weight a few inches, and life has changed completely for me. From being in pain to now going to the gym with him and working out, and just feeling younger. I went to a party not too long ago, and a woman that had not seen me in 10 years kept on talking and just kept on looking and kept on looking at me until finally we walked out of the place, and she says, "You look the same." And you can just tell how people get surprised that at my age I still, act a little younger. And I give all the credit to Jeunesse because of all the products that we've been taking, and it's still carrying on as if we were a little younger.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much. And I apologize. We're going to have some pictures of Tony here also on the next school hangout. We just didn't have time to get them up in there. And I just also want to point out, Ray, you said something really important. You talked about your inches. And the inches, just to reiterate, is so vital, because when you lose pounds, you lose fat and muscle. And the problem is you don't want to lose muscle, because muscle is what burns calories. Muscles is what make you strong. You want to keep your muscle. So it's very important that when people start this program, sure, you can look at your weight, but really you've got to take your measurements. You've got to do you've got to take all your measurements and then keep track of them and check them every week, and so that you can see what they're doing, because it's in the measurements and in the inch loss that you're going to see the most dramatic changes. And also, like Ray also said, you may not see that much changes in the scale sometimes, but you're going to see massive changes in inches. And and vice versa. Now he's putting on a little weight because guess what? He's putting on muscle. You guys are putting on muscle because you're going to the gym and you are working out, because lifestyle change and exercise is certainly a part of this program, and it's a part of this program in a very fun way. It's do what you love to do. Move your body the way you like to move your body. And the best part is that as people use this program and as people start feeling better, guess what? When you feel better, you want to move your body. You want to do things that are more active, as you've seen in almost every single person that has talked tonight, is that's what happened for them, and that's what happened for so many more people. So we're going to, this same time next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have another Google Hangout. We're going to have some more people that you're going to get to know their stories and how this product line and this product system, Zen Bodi, has made a difference for them. And I just look forward to working with all of you. And thank you so much, everyone that was on this panel and here with us tonight. And everybody go have an awesome Zen Bodi day. Thank you.